Okay, this is crazy. So I'm about to read you allegations that were made against the lead prosecutor in the case against Bryan Kohberger, Bill Thompson. Now, none of these allegations, as far as I know, have been investigated. However, they were just made public on November 4th, 2024, so I don't have any additional information as to what the future of this man's testimony is. All I know is that it's a real case and a real person, not an anonymous source, and he's going on the record making allegations against prosecutor Bill Thompson, and I just thought my viewers would be interested in what this person had to say. Okay, you guys, I am logging on with what I think is a very explosive story this morning. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Swamp Rose, and I'm here with a pretty explosive story. I actually was gonna go live and give this to you, but I've kind of planned to do a giveaway in my next live stream. So I just decided to make it into a video. But on that same note, if you just on a side note, if you've never been to one of my live streams, I have an amazing live chat. My viewers are so awesome. And if you're interested in the free Chanel keychain I'm giving away in my next live stream, so don't forget to hit that notification bell if you want to talk to me live. But before we get into that, let's get into this explosive story. And let's get right into the story. Okay, so I feel this story is really explosive. It was slipped into my DMs this morning, and I've done my best to verify the information. Okay, so I have to encourage you to do your own research and your own verifications, but I will tell you what I know. The people that helped me with fact checking have looked this up. This was a real case, and these are real allegations made against Bill Thompson that were filed on November 4th, 2024. This has not been investigated, but that wasn't that long ago. The question I would have is, has there been time for this to be investigated? And is this something that Ann Taylor is stressing? Could this be related to anything such as the no contact orders or ex parte hearings? Let's get into what this document says. So maybe it's nothing, maybe it's something, but I think you want to know about it. Now, let's take a look what's on it. Do you see that? This says Latah County Prosecuting Attorney William Thompson. On November 4th, and this is the statement from the person who filed the complaint. On November 4th, I was arrested due to failure to appear warrant. It happened because my attorney failed to inform me of critical court dates. During my hearing, the prosecutor made several false claims, including an accusation of potential new and I'm not going to say the word, but it's a D that begins with the letter M, based on something allegedly found in my vehicle. This accusation is completely untrue. After my arrest, 2 officers went to my home and allegedly searched my vehicle without a warrant, without my permission, and with their body cams turned off. This accusation is completely untrue. After my arrest, 2 officers went to my home and allegedly searched my vehicle without warrant, without my permission, and with their body cams turned off. This is a blatant disregard to my rights and left me feeling deeply violated. What's even more concerning is the clear discrimination I faced, fueled by false accusations made by Keith Shull. His baseless claims made to unfair portrait of me. These lies, prejudice have added unnecessary hardship to an already painful situation. During court proceedings, the prosecutor continued to make slanderous remarks and baseless accusations about D-use, even though I was not arrested for charges with anything D-related. These statements were entirely irrelevant to the case, which involves an alleged theft charge. This statement, this treatment, the false narratives, and the complete disregard for due process in my rights, these actions and assumptions made against me reflect a deeper issue of bias, mistreatment, and no one should have to endure. Let me know if this captures your concerns or if you'd like further changes. So obviously, hearing that, you can form your own opinions, but I mean, what can you survive? What parallels do you see drawn in the Idaho 4 case? Do you see any? Do you see this type of behavior, this type of strategy for prosecution in the Idaho 4? I mean, I'd love to know what you think. Drop it in the chat. So right now, this document is fresh to me. I'm drawing all sorts of parallels to the Idaho 4 and the style of prosecution. I want to say, when it comes to the Idaho 4 case, one of the things that always irked me is the way they've used the IGG kind of like a loophole, like throwing it on that application for a warrant, but using rhetorical language so that if the warrant gets thrown out or the search or the probable cause affidavit gets thrown out. So what I'm speculating on is this is a way for evidence which otherwise they wouldn't gamble with in the PCA. They otherwise would hold back. They're using that evidence in a loophole so they can bias the judge. And I'm going to get back to biases in a second because I do believe I'm going to give my own personal example of how I'm biased in a certain area, just to show you that sometimes they're not intentional and they're for good reasons, but nonetheless, we should recognize them and acknowledge that they're there. So the prosecutorial misconduct. So in this, the second page of this, it tells us, this says suborning perjury. Okay, and then we get to this part of the document, and this says suborning perjury. This is the accusation against Mr. Thompson, and it's the definition of this is suborning perjury is a type of prosecutorial misconduct where the prosecutor engages or induces witness or defendant to provide false testimony or oath in a court of law. This type of misconduct, sorry, it's hard to read. I have to like zoom in and zoom out. Undermines the integrity of the judicial system, and can lead to wrongful convictions of innocent people. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to post these screenshots in my community page along with the link. Tell me what you think. I want everyone on both sides of the fence. Tell me what you think. Put my biases aside. Give me your honest opinion, and I will come back and I will read your opinions in another video and tell the audience what the truth is that we can surmise. So okay, and as I said, I'm going to get back to telling you just a personal story about my own biases, and it's kind of just another way for me to get to know you a little bit better and tell you something about this channel. But here we go, and I am talking about Cy-Ray. So for those who have followed my channel, they know that Cy-Ray has helped me vet a guest for my show, and I've vouched for his character on a couple of occasions on YouTube. Star witness for the defense at one point in this podcast about 6 months ago. So Cy and Carrie, his wife, have an amazing podcast, which I enjoy and I listen to, and most of my viewers actually listen to as well. And I just wanted to show you, you know, when you favor someone, sometimes it can influence the way that you look at the players in the game. And I happen to put trust in these two people and I appreciate their work. So maybe I have some built-in biases towards the defense team at times. And I'm just using it as an example. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. And I do think it's important that my audience knows that. So biases are built in and I can do my best to be balanced, but they're there. But it doesn't mean I don't try to be objective, and it doesn't. So right now, this document is fresh to me. I'm drawing all sorts of parallels to the Idaho 4 and the style of prosecution. Like I said, though, I have extreme biases. So I would like to know your thoughts down below. And let me know what you think. And I'll put my biases aside and listen to what you guys have to say. So with all that said, if you've made it this far in this video, I would ask nothing of you. I just really appreciate your viewership. And I hope you consider subscribing to my channel. I try to put out balanced, fair content. I am a longtime ASMR creator on YouTube, so my videos I got that chill vibe to my videos. So fair, balanced, authentic, and chill. Please consider subscribing, and I hope you have a great day.